Now I think we should have sound. Okay, am I back? And can you guys hear that sound? Now you should have video. Okay, so can you hear audio now? Is it too loud or is it good? Yeah, I'm on No Problem 5. I'm at a ReaderCon in Burlington for a conference. We hear music? Nice. Is it too loud or is it okay?
We always say when our history's told.
Tad loud? Okay, cool.
If only we knew the things
I'll cut that down.
There's a question.
How's that? Is that better?
Let me down easy, let me down slow. If all good things ever come,
Burlington's where your office is? Oh, cool, man. Is that better?
let me back down in the place I know.
Is that better now? I just dropped the volume. Is that better?
Hold the nail for
Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Maybe a bit lower? Okay. There we go.
this my trash.
There we go. I just dropped it a little bit farther, so it should be good. Okay, here we go, guys. Choice of Robots. So, this is an interactive novel. Yes, so Choice of Robots is an interactive novel, Beljora, and good to see you, that I've heard good things about. And Law actually is the one who gave me the suggestion to try it. Cool, man. Well, I'm going to be here until Sunday. And I'm here with the family, or I will be. My wife and daughter are coming up tomorrow by train. So, so it should be good. Okay, so Choice of Robots, here we go. And it looks like this. So Chad is going to be the ones deciding this, and you guys can see this for yourself. So what we're going to do is, when you see these choices, it's like a literary version of BattleBots now. So when you see those choices, I'm going to give you a chance, and I'm actually going to ask Gentleman to do this, or Lego to do this, one of my mods, or Apples if he's here, to do this, to open polls. So for this one, for example, there's poll. Hold on, just dropping the button. So the poll would be choice 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we start with where are you, and it is where are this. So this is completely our choice of chat. So it is. It goes. So it looks like this. Poll. Sorry. Music is still loud. Cut it down even further. Okay, is that better now? I just cut the music down farther. I increased my microphone and I dropped that. So how is that, guys? Is the music better now, or do you need to go even further? Do I need to drop it even further, or is it okay? It's pretty low now on my end, but it's okay. Okay, cool. So here are your choices. Where are you? Are we in the court of the Egyptian god Anubis, answering for my sins? On a war-torn battlefield with a robotic Statue of Liberty? On a cliff in Ireland watching the sunset with a robot companion? Or on a utopian beach ruled by a godlike cloud of robots? Where are we? Go ahead and type in your, and actually, let me see what we've got. You know what? Here. Sorry. Can you reopen it? So Lego's going to reopen the poll, and then you guys are going to vote. You're going to vote if we're going to be in the court of the Egyptian god Anubis, war-torn battlefield, cliff in Ireland, or on a utopian beach. So as soon as Lego's got the poll reopened, we'll go from there. Okay, now you guys can choose. So all you have to do is to type choose one.
Five, four,
It didn't work, Lego, for some reason when you did it.
Try to get a good look at it on stage.
Yeah, it's been great thing to get to. This last one is a new one. It's called Back to Autumn. And, it's a serious buster.
Hold up, we're gonna let Jen try it. Sometimes not the mods are not always also global admins for the bot, so that may be the issue here.
Haven't been the same, you know. Since very young. I'm not still until you look like you picked out something years ago. When you laid your wife
So when Gentleman types it out, we're gonna see. I love the fact that there's achievements in this, by the way.
only me on today. I'm not ready to take them. Abandoned on your dying day. Play them both the referee. While the crows sing.
I guess I have to do it for now.
How deep will your
Okay, so now you guys can choose. Are we in the court of the Egyptian god Anubis? Are we in the battlefield? Are we in a cliff in Ireland? Are we in a utopian beach? What's up, MDD?
back to autumn? Only me on today.
When Law or Shadowed Mage stop in, guys, we'll get you guys sorted out.
Not ready to take them.
No, we'll get you. That's cool. Thanks, Gil. But no, we'll get you guys sorted out. This is a cool opening. Those are 4 very, very, very different branching options.
If I can hear it turn, if I can ever feel the voice they say.
Right now we're at 3 votes for the court, 3 votes for battlefield, and 1 vote for Ireland.
Feel your
No one wants to be on a utopian beach, apparently. Jen. Right now you're a ninja decoration because you can barely see your name.
only me on today.
I've been on some beaches that are pretty utopic, though, I gotta say.
Abandoned on your dying day. It will bring me back to autumn.
Nice.
Only me on today.
Yeah, nice. Ancient Egyptian culture is pretty cool. Stealth manners. Alright, last call, guys. We got a tie here, so we need to break this down. We gotta break this tie. What's it gonna be? We going down the court? Or we going the battlefield? Oh, we got Ireland. Oh, we got battlefield. Battlefield 4, Court 3, Ireland 2. Alright. Last call. Five votes for Battlefield, 3 votes for Court, 3 votes for Ireland. Okay, last call here. Battlefield 4. Robo Liberty. Okay. All right. Battlefield time. You stand in a blasted wasteland next to the Statue of Liberty, only she's a robot with a glowing red eye on the right side of her face. In places, her green patina has been blasted away to reveal the dull luster of copper underneath. She crouches before you, and her crackling torch casts shadows across her metal face and spiked crown as she looms closer. Far away, the sound of bombs and gunfire echo from the mountains. You smell burning oil. I made you what you are. Her voice is hollow, loud, and abrasive. Now defend me. From far off you can hear the howls of robotic wolves and the thundering feet of other robotic colossi. Alright, next poll here. Don't worry, my robots will defend you. You are mistaken, my robots are kind, they will not fight. You are mistaken, I have hated you all my life and I will destroy you. Or, my robots obey no one, I gave them free will to decide as they please.
When I was young, I told myself I'd keep my friends. They were good and I was true to need to end. Oh, how they listen, they falling like the sun circles round. Guess I
Alright, what's it going to be? Defender? Robots are kind and will not fight. Robots will destroy you, or robots have free will. This is a tough call. What I like about this is you have no idea where this is coming from, right? You're just like, whoa.
It's just the way the story goes. Standing up now.
Zim? Who's Zim, Kel?
The day when we were young.
Oh, Invader Zim! Oh. Gotcha.
My conscience could have
What's up, Carl?
sunlight every day in my bright blue mind. Now it's crowded with guilt and purpose.
Good to see everyone here.
Want it all alive. I just want it all alive. I just want it all alive. You're an only life. That's just the way it's going.
Man, knock on wood, but I'm super happy with Artbox so far.
I'll be dead here in the
Yeah.
only life I know. Not taking orders,
I love that we're doing this to Tall Heights. Man, do I love Tall Heights.
that's
So
just
good.
the way the story goes. I'll be damned if I'm living out alone.
Oh my gosh, you okay, Jen? Be careful, dude.
With any wasted time, it hits so close to home. It's just the way the story goes. And I'll be damned if I'm living out alone. I won't
Yeah, this is a split vote. 2 votes for defend, 1 vote for robots are kind, 3 votes for robots will destroy you, 3 votes for robots have free will. Alright, we got a tie up here, people. So we gotta break this tie. What's it gonna be?
So high are the stakes. So high are the stakes. Have removed the rain. Down.
No, sadly not Takame, but if you tell me about it, I'll change it for you. Like, I don't like doing that just because I don't want to keep a bunch of things straight in my head, but if it's just one person taking it and telling me to change, that's fine. Alright, we need someone to break this tie, peoples. So far, we're tied between robots will destroy you, robots have free will. You know, well, just be careful there, Mr. Knife Ninja. Great. Seems perfectly safe. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Seems like something relatively simple then. Alright guys, we need one more vote here. We need someone to break this tie. What's it gonna be? Chris Cyborg, huh?
How love can be a leash. The doctor said, what do you do when it drains your health away? I just never thought it'd be me blind. It's like it never even crossed my mind that I lost myself,
Ah, there we go.
lost myself in it. Lost myself
All right.
in I don't know.
Robots have free will.
I don't
Okay.
know.
My robots obey no one. I gave them free will to decide as they please. Indeed, you have always made your robots unpredictable, sometimes at the expense of their obedience or reliability. Now look at this. ++ autonomy. Let's take a look at these stats. So it's year 2019, 24-year-old unnamed protagonist. Humanity 90%. Don't know the gender, don't know the fame or the wealth, no romance. Our robot, Autonomy 2 buggy, Military 1 buggy, Empathy 1 buggy, Grace 1 buggy. And these are relationships. Interesting. You are surrounded by a motley assortment of whimsical robots. Juggling robots, robots trying to battle on unicycles, robots with Inspector Gadget arms holding flowers and megaphones and God knows what else. You are a fool, the robotic Statue of Liberty says. You think your irresponsibility comes at no price, but when the dragon comes, your way of life will be destroyed. Dragon, you ask? What dragon? The statue is about to reply when a long robotic river dragon with chrome whiskers and tiny robotic claws comes flying through the air, hurling itself at the Statue of Liberty. The two robots become locked in combat, with Liberty trying to burn the Chinese dragon and the dragon's jaws snapping at her neck. Why am I dreaming in political cartoons, you wonder, and as you realize it is a dream, you wake. Some things are in our control and others not. Epictetus. I love Epictetus, by the way. Chapter 1, Assembly. You awaken with your head on a desktop keyboard. Your 3D drafting program is still open, the schematic zoomed into the recess where your smartphone will snap into its back to act as its brain. You recall fiddling with that part endlessly last night until finally your vision began to fade. There was a roaring in your ears and you realized you had been working far, far too long. You must have passed out. It's the fall of 2019. You're a 24-year-old graduate student in the PhD program in computer science at Stanford. And you're a... Okay, are we guy or girl? Guys. Girls. What are we, guy or girl? Really, Jen? Realism. Oh. Wow, Glob. Better hope no one heard you saying that. Wonder if I should have a banana or granola bar. I think I'm gonna have a granola bar. Hold on. Bear with me. Scotch goes well with granola? If only. If only. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Alright, how are we doing on this? Alright, last vote. 5 votes for guys. But it's 2019, it's the future. You know? Jeez, man, 4 years from now, who the heck knows what's going to happen? 4 years from now, we may have solved all of our problems. Sadly, no, Rogan. I know, right? I wish. But sadly, that's not an option. It's not that far in the future. Choose granola. Exactly. Exactly good. Alright. So we're a guy whose name is... Interesting. Alan. Linus. Decker. Darwin. There we go. Alan, Isaac. So what's it going to be, guys? Now remember, you have to do choose one of the choices. So if you want to choose Decker, it's poll choose. It would be exclamation point choose 4. 1 is Alan, 2 is Isaac, 3 is Linus, 4 is Decker, 5 is Darwin, 6 is, I'll type it for you. I'm still going for beef thunder cake. Well, Decker is not, no, that's not true. Isaac, we're talking Isaac Newton. Linus, we're talking Linus Pauling. Decker, that's, that's Deckard Cain, no. Decker from, the Android Stream Electric Sheep. / Blade Runner. Darwin is obvious. Yeah, Alan is Alan Turing, right? Isn't it Alan Turing? Yeah. No, it's alright, Belger. I'll figure it out. Last call for this vote. Last call for this vote. You voted Linus for Linus Torvalds? Oh my god. Yeah. True, Linus sounds like Linux. But Linus Pauling is pretty important. Oh. Whoops, wait. Alright. So, 5 votes. Okay, here's how this is going to work, guys. I'm going to open a poll, and I'm going to take the first 4 nominating names. Again, I reserve the right to veto them if I don't like the name. So 4 names. So first 4 nominations I'm going to enter. Okay, so you guys pick a name, and I'm going to take the first 4 I see. And then we'll vote. The first 4 that I see that I can accept. It can't be Linus because we've already had that. No, I'm not gonna take. It has to be new people. I guess I'll choose Deckard Cain because I'll take Decker Kane. There you go. There are your 4. Beef Thundercake, Nerd McNerd, Flex Buff Chest, or Decker Kane. There are your 4 choices.
And I never knew the power of winter sky. If I ever knew that I could moan at ice. If I didn't know that I never struck you twice. And if I ever knew the power of winter sky. Would I be alone beneath the frozen moon?
I do like that.
These hands,
I'd be fine with any of these.
take these feet. Oh, take anything you need. Oh, take anything you need.
Oh, Beef Thundercake surging into the lead.
Tall ice. Alright.
I know, it's true. He's like, why? Stay a while and listen. Stay a while and listen. Diablo.
Wearing the name on my body, painting the faith on my soul, bearing my teeth just to hold.
Okay, last call. Looks like Beef Thundercake is going to win.
Emeralds of cave,
Thanks, 5. I can probably do a little bit better, but this is not exactly optimal conditions. Although I have to say, I haven't dropped frames. I'm really happy with Artbox so far.
as the days
That's it. You've achieved everything, Gent. You should feel good, Gent. You're pretty young to have achieved everything you ever wanted. You're already there, man. The whole rest of your life is just gravy now. Okay, Beef Thundercake. Type it for you.
I know that I
Beef.
can keep
Beef, is that right? Yes. Your last name is. None of these is my last name. I'll type it.
I've always been a silent figure, and I've never been a man of stone.
Thundercake? You sure? Yeah, I'll definitely tell you about it, 5. In fact, here, I'll show you right now. I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like, okay? Here is Artbox in the wild.
Why should I think that I
Here we have,
in the days of
that's Artbox. You've got the webcam. I can't really see that very well. But you've got, here's the monitor. And you've got back here, this is what the back looks like. That's what our box looks like in back. And the whole business fits in there. That's the little rolling suitcase, which could even fit in a plane that I brought it in. My mic is in the webcam, yeah. Oh, that's a good call, Jen. I should do that. Yeah. That's a good call, actually. I will do that. No, we're not polling for whether or not we're sure. Okay. Sorry, we're not polling for that. I was just showing people the stuff. Okay. We're sure. You look around your apartment. What does it look like? My BattleBots trophy is perched on a widescreen TV equipped with the latest video game consoles. Neatly labeled plastic shelving units sit on a 3D printer-equipped robot workbench. Busts of famous philosophers sit next to my own attempts to sculpt them, or my shelves display all of the strange little robotic creatures I've made over the years. Let's see.
Wisdom began with the cold, so let me go feeble and fragile as the days unfold.
Okay, what's it going to be, guys? BattleBots, 3D printer equipped, famous philosophers, or strange robotic creatures? I'm guessing one of these choices is going to be a runaway. I'm guessing one of them is going to be a runaway, but we'll see. we go.
Do you like them?
I do. I use their vintage bronze strings. They're like supposed to sound
I'll just beat your current assignment. They have it, Department of Income and everything. I'm actually going to be a little surprised if one of these doesn't pull out right. Because I feel like one of these is going to be, I thought was going to be a guarantee for you guys, but maybe not. Not as much of a runaway as I thought. Oh, by the way, ninja. Not ninja. Ninja. Not ninja. Hashtag who are they? By the way, that got retweeted and favorited a lot. Every so often it would be awesome if all of a sudden we just popped out a who are the Argonauts. I'd be pretty pumped about that. Until, I think, Sunday. Either Sunday or Monday, Lego. The ReaderCon ends on Sunday. I think that's when we're going to be heading back down, is Sunday night. So, who are the Argonauts? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Listen, after what Kamina did, by actually immortalizing us, even for a brief, just bit of time, with Hello Argonauts in the book, Kamina that was just the best. I love that. That was the coolest thing. Exactly. Exactly. All right, last call. But then they came across the Argonauts. Yeah, Kamina's awesome. I'm hoping I get a chance to meet her face to face someday. Either when I'm down in Australia or she's up here or something like that. Her and Neil and Ben. Dylan, of course, I have met face to face. We do have a picture of it. I don't know if we have a command. Oh, can I? Lego, can he tell you how? I don't know. That's probably true. Can you tell him now? Yeah, I'm gonna see next time, Rogan, about seeing if I can adjust my microphone. And maybe there's one other thing I could adjust with that. I think I may be able to use like a separate little microphone thing. So. Oh, dude. First of all, happy birthday on August 22nd, Kill. But secondly, you might mock up an Argonauts movie poster. That would be badass, dude. That would be amazing if you could do that. Okay, I'm surprised. I thought BattleBots was going to win by a mile. Okay, strange little robotic creatures. You've always been fascinated with the idea of creating artificial life. You've got at least 20 such creations on your shelves, their construction materials a timeline of your life. The earliest is made of toothpicks and glue. The latest a spider robot you made out of your old smartphone when your plan gave you a new one. Your creations often confuse people who don't get that robots don't have to be for anything. When people pick up your three-legged wall-climbing robot that sings when it detects encrypted wireless packets, they ask, "What the heck is that for?" And you reply, "What's anything for? What are you for?" Okay, maybe you don't say that, but you sometimes think it. Plus autonomy. Okay, so we're getting a lot on this autonomy stuff. There's no achievements missing. So, we're male, blah, 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 blah. We have 4 autonomy. Our robots are very autonomous, guys. It strikes you for a moment that this kind of thinking about how your life affects your robots is second nature to you, though others might find it peculiar. You've always been fascinated by how every little detail of your life, from the content of your dreams to the decor of your room, changes the inputs to the robots you create, to boost their empathy or autonomy or grace or appeal to the military. Surely there are other things going around you as a result of your decisions, but they don't immediately strike you in the same way. Thank you, Law. I tried to do that. They saw. I tried to do it, but it didn't work. Thanks, dude. Thank you, Law. Thanks, Law. Today your robot is foremost on your mind because you're about to build its body. Law, did you see what I'm playing? You pick up your laptop and head for the Stanford Machine Shop. It is a beautiful spring day in Palo Alto, California, and your apartment is only a short walk from the machine shop. But the streets of Palo Alto are not designed for walking. You find yourself climbing around palm trees and balancing on narrow curbs as you do every day. You hear a low roar overhead. Glancing up, you see it's a flying car, a Nimbus. A little over $300,000 can buy you a car with wings that fold out so that it becomes a small sport plane. That's awesome. The red Nimbus looks sleek and sporty. It's the sort of car its owner takes religiously to the car wash. Though the commercials would have you believe you can fly anywhere you want in those cars, the FAA still requires them to take off and land from airports. Only here in wealthy Silicon Valley do you see them with any frequency. The first time you saw one, you couldn't quite believe the future had arrived so quickly. But the second time you saw one, you thought, "I will own one of those one day, I swear it. If I ever make that money, I'll use it to help the world instead of buying that car." Or, why aren't those flying cars driving themselves? Okay, so it's awesome. So Lego, can you do this poll, this next poll? Or Jen, never mind, forget it. Don't do that, Lego. Thank you, Gen 1. Next one will be Lego. This one will be this. Thanks, gentlemen.
Time and again, still he remembered when his kid was born. He remembered how the air was warm. But most of all, he thought about the task at hand. Oh, there's a shotgun in. It's got my heart in a hurry state. Where must it fix my eyes to know that I'll be here to watch it fade. Oh, trouble coming in, my heart's in a memory state.
That's happening pretty soon, Beljor. I feel like I'm gonna be I will drive in a driverless car. I'm guessing probably within 10 years we'll be doing that. Not only, but that's right, all about the story. I was just talking about that today. Dawn of the Age of Machines. Why can't they fly themselves? Alright, cool. Last call.
Dendron leaves, I'm shouting. In dendron limbs, I'm counting now.
A bail bondsman ad on her trunk's nice. I'm guessing more autonomy. Why can't they fly themselves? Yep. Occasionally you see a self-driving car on the roads of Palo Alto, but for some reason they still haven't caught on quite as much as one would expect, despite having been around at least as long as the flying cars. You've decided it's because people just don't trust self-driving cars enough. It's important to make your robots seem trustworthy. Intelligence alone doesn't instill trust. Yeah, nice. Thanks, dude. So we got plus empathy there, guys. The Stanford University fabrication shop smells like oil and burnt plastic. The room is dominated by large metal hand-cranked milling machines and lathes, dinosaurs of the 20th century, while the most used machines are the smaller 3D printers and computer-controlled water jet cutters that take a quarter of the space. The lights have the sterile fluorescence of an operating room, with only a single tiny window near the ceiling to inform you that it is day. You start up a national public radio podcast on your laptop. You haven't seen your advisor much since you joined the lab, so you choose the episode in which he's the interviewee. My guest today is Dr. Harvey Ziegler, says a woman with a soothing voice. Dr. Ziegler, thank you for talking with us today. Well, a scientist does have responsibility to inform the unwashed masses, Terry. You let the podcast run as you walk over the 3D printers. What material have you decided to use for your robot? Plastic. It may break easily, but it's both lightweight and cheap. Metal. It is the most resistant to damage. Wood. It is the most pleasing to the hand and eye. Plastic, metal, or wood. I think Lego, you're on this one. No one's opened the poll yet. Lego, can you do that one? Because you and gentlemen are alternating. Jen did the last one, so. Lego. There we go. Thanks, Jen. Lego was asleep at the switch. This is an interesting one. I'm trying to decide what I would do. I would probably do wood, I guess, but it's pretty interesting. I wouldn't do metal. Plastic, Yeah, exactly, Beljour. Too much autonomy. That's what happens. You give them too much autonomy, and this is what occurs. We're just tweeting this out.
I never practiced piano when I was a boy, and I still ain't working to perfect guitar. I never read my lesson books like others did, the way they learned, study hall.
Alright, hold on a second, guys. I'm just typing this in.
Sometimes I forget to do the things that others do. Take it as it's handed like a hopeful kid in June.
There we go.
Sometimes I try to do the howling.
It's a wood robot. The remote controls 2 sticks and strings connected to it, right? 5 votes for wood, 4 for plastic. I feel like this is kind of a metaphor for, like, the environment. What's up, Thor? I feel like this is definitely a metaphor. That's definitely true, Jim. Like, will we go with wood, or will we go with plastic?
Sometimes I forget to do the things that others do.
Welcome in, Thor. Good to see you, dude.
Standing like some bourbon on the roof. Sometimes I'll be up and drop my problems on a few. But I'll learn there, I'll learn a thing or two.
Good to see you, man. Wood it is. Wood, it is the most pleasing to the hand and eye. Though wood is an unconventional choice for a robot, wooden automata go back to the ancient Greeks at Alexandria. In Japan, they were called the Karakuri Ninjago. While the other machines in this room can create things that are beautiful in their own way, your favorite machine is the 3D printer that extrudes a wooden filament mixed with plastic, a mixture called laywood. That's awesome. Does that actually exist? I don't think that actually exists, but that would be awesome if you could make something that's wooden mixed with plastic. Plus grace, we have. Dr. Ziegler, in your new book, you talk about the singularity. Could you describe for our listeners what that is? Terry, the singularity is the coming time when artificial intelligences will have figured out how to make themselves, and us, smarter. Once that happens, the process will build on itself until the robots are smart enough to figure out how we can live forever. You chose wood with a circuit spark to roll bird of rubble, and programmed to feel pain. That's funny, game. Is that possible, the interviewer asks? Living forever? Of course, Professor Ziegler says. What does it matter whether our operating systems are made out of meat or silicon? So you're predicting we'll become robots. Not exactly, Ziegler says, but I do think the line between humans and robots will blur. You are hardly listening to the podcast because you're about to make your first robot part. What does the head of your robot look like? A human face, as lifelike as I can make it. A simple box with eyes, clearly not trying to be anything but a robot. It will be felt covered and big-eyed like a puppet, so people will not be afraid of it. It will have a ring of cameras around its head for a 360-degree view. It will look like a Venetian mask, beautiful, expressionless, and otherworldly. What do you think? Human face, simple box with eyes, felt covered and big-eyed like a puppet, ring of cameras for 360-degree view, or look like a Venetian mask? So will it look like Vega from Street Fighter? Can someone get this poll? I don't want to make poor gentleman do it all night just by himself. Of course, he's perfectly capable. As he said many times, he craves greater responsibility in chat. Right, Jen? Hey, Shadow, what's up, man? Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with it so far. I'm very, very pleased. This is... What's up, Mr. Wonders? It is using the portable rig. I'm very happy with it. The only thing I need to adjust now is I've got to get a better microphone set up. This is okay. It's using the webcam mic, but yeah, that's true. You did do that. So you were responsible for getting us to work, basically, right? You toast-making bastards. Yeah, I don't know what I would definitely not do. I personally would not do Venetian mask. I wouldn't do ring of cameras. I feel like felt covered and big-eyed would be goofy. I think I'd probably do a simple box of eyes. I don't think I'd want to make it a lifelike human face either. This is reminding me a lot of the Talos principle for some reason. Camera head. Venetian mask or go home. Wow, we got a lot of splits here. We got 2 votes for puppet head, 2 votes for camera eye, 2 votes. We got 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I'm with you on that. No, the background music is me playing Tall Heights, Mr. Wonders. I have it playing in the background because this is very bare bones choice of robots. It's just the text. So I'm playing music for an extra little music. So that is what you hear. What's a Venetian mask? You know what it is. I'm telling you, Vega. You're voting for Vega. Venetian mask is all about Vega. And after you guys make this choice, I'll show people who have just shown up. I'll show you guys what our stats look like so far for this guy. Exactly. Happens to the best of us, Jen. Venetian mask. Wow, you guys really want the Venetian mask, huh? Alright, last call. Last call. Sort of Thorg, except it's kind of... It's not building a robot, it's more than that. It's like... I don't even know where it's going so far. It started out, you're like this grad student whose name is... I'll show you the stats in a minute. And you make different choices that are like very different at times. So it's sort of like, there's more to it than that. Okay. So the results were a Venetian mask. Okay, let me show you guys the stats. So here's it's the year 2019. We are 24 years old. Our name is Beef Thundercake. Lame chat. Humanity 90%. We are gender male. We have no fame. We're broke. No romance. Our robot is Autonomy 4 Buggy. Grace 4 Buggy. These are like statistics. As you make choices, you get statistics added to different things. So far, we've gotten 4 towards Autonomy and 4 towards Grace. I don't know what this relationships thing means, though. No, I don't. I have headphones with a mic. The reason I'm not doing that, Wonders, is because I have a Bose noise-canceling headphones. The problem is that I want to be able to hear the outside room because I don't want my voice getting too loud. It's a hotel room and it's obviously late at night, so I want to be able to speak at a normal volume. And I'm afraid if I put on the headphones, I'm going to start speaking louder and louder, and I'm not in my soundproofed, office at home. So, Beef Thundercake. Blame chat. Actually, blame gentlemen. Plague Dr. Snout as part of the Venetian mask. The 3D printer quickly creates the face. The small nose, the dainty mouth, the large black holes where CCD panels absorb all light. It takes somewhat longer to add the intricate wooden frill that adds a corona to the mask. This is a robot that will command awe. Double plus to grace, 1 minus to empathy. Dr. Ziegler, what makes you think the singularity will happen now? Well, for one thing, I'm around. But seriously, my lab is taking a unique approach because we're saying, why not teach a robot like a child? We're going to equip the robot with the best sensors money can buy and teach it English. Then it could rapidly teach itself using the internet. Well, that's annoying. Your advisor thought that a robot child was a stupid idea until you told him Turing proposed it back in 1950 minus the internet part. But he isn't giving credit to either of you. You keep working regardless. How will your robot get around? Oh my god, look at this. Will it walk upright? Yeah. No, it's not that. It's not being able to hear it, though, Wonders. I can control my voice very well, but it's not being able to hear it. There you go. How will my robot get around? It will walk upright on 2 legs, it will crawl on 8 legs, it will roll on wheels, it will fly like a helicopter, it will roll on tank treads, or it will walk upright but will also have delicate wings it can use for balance. Interesting. Walk on 2 legs, crawl on 8 legs, roll on wheels, fly like a helicopter, roll on tank treads, or walk upright but have delicate wings it can use for balance. This is a tough call. These are some good choices. I've also been using my core temperature program to monitor it. Right now my core temps on this computer are about 35. It's running at 35 Celsius, and it's been holding there steadily, which is pretty good. I think that core temp is a little more accurate than HW monitor. I think actually HW monitor on my other computer was reporting it about 5 degrees higher than it actually was. So I think the highest I ever got was about 95, 96 Celsius on that computer. Still way too hot, and now it's, you know, at full load it's up to about 74, 75 is what it's up to now over at my home computer. But F the bellhop phone, the hotel streaming voice skill. Yeah, well, I am going to make some I'm going to make some changes in the microphone setup next time. I think I may use these, but I may use these with the little microphone wire. Because the headphones I was going to use are these. These are the ones I generally use on the road. These are Bose noise canceling. And I have a microphone thing that plugs into this that I use sometimes. But I was worried about the whole not being able to hear myself thing. So you feel stealthy. What's up, Zatolvo? How you doing, bro? Sat, the thing you sent along looks really good, by the way. I'm looking forward to Skyping with you to talk about it. I don't know if you got the email I sent, but I'm hoping we can talk early next week. Okay, so we've got 0 votes for walk, 2 votes for crawl, 0 votes for roll, 4 votes for fly, 0 votes for tank treads, 3 votes for legs and balance wings. So it's fly, legs and balance wings, and crawl. Wow, nice, Thord. That's badass, man. Last call. I'm a little surprised that tank treads didn't get a little more love, because I was thinking you guys were going to want to make Wally. Wouldn't you guys want to make Wally? Nice. My low temp during Witcher 3 ended up being about 75, mid-70s. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I was saying, what was I saying just then? I was saying that I was surprised you guys didn't want to make Wally. I thought tank treads would have gotten more love. Because Wally. That's what my daughter went as Halloween. This past Halloween she went as, sorry about that, last Halloween she went as Wally. Alright, we got a tie. 4 votes for fly, 4 votes for legs and balance wings. We got a tie, someone needs to break it. What's it going to be, fly or legs and balance wings? They're making a Lego Wally set? Nice.
Well, I don't know the future. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yours were those that held
Alright.
as I
Big giant circles or explosions in the sky. Welcome back, Shadow. Welcome back, sir. Alright, legs and balance wings. Okay. It will walk upright, but will also have delicate wings it can use for balance. You stretch a polyester film between the wooden spokes of the wings and then attach these to your robot's back. These wings should give your bipedal robot better balance, and in case it does begin to fall, they will act as a kind of parachute that will give it more time to recover. Plus grace. However, angels are not known for being approachable, and your robot's appearance will set it apart from people, minus empathy. You use the basic hand-cranked milling machines to drill holes in the head for screws, since 3D printers aren't the best for threaded holes. And who's going to raise this robotic child, the interviewer asks. Who does all the grunt work in a research laboratory, Professor Ziegler says. The graduate students, of course. You find yourself wanting to reply to the podcast. It's not grunt work. Education is critical to the robot's development. We also do all of the real science. Perhaps you could learn something from doing a little grunt work yourself, Professor Ziegler. Alright, what's it going to be? It's not grunt work. Education is critical to the robot's development. We also do all of the real science. Or perhaps you could learn something from doing a little grunt work yourself, Professor Ziegler. You punk. Put Ziegler in his place. Shut up, Ziegler. Ziegler! Zieg! It's not going to work, Wonders. I already had to restart the stream once because the minute you take out the headphones, OBS loses the connection, so it can no longer read the sound coming out of it. So you have to restart the entire stream so that, and put in the new thing and restart the entire stream. And I'm not going to do that. But tomorrow I will try to see about maybe doing, like you say, the headphones around the neck thing and using the mic. I don't think that mic is going to be better though. I may need to get like a separate little mini mic or something that I can bring with me. I'm trying to keep everything like, portable. The whole point of this is to be portable, but I could probably get like a little small microphone as well. So I will think about that tomorrow. Actually, even though this is not my main webcam, this isn't my C920, but this is actually because I forgot it at home. Fortunately, I had brought this with me. But my wife is going to be bringing my C920 for tomorrow. But actually, this is pretty good. The VX9000 is working not too bad. Yeah, that's true. 4 votes education. We do real sciences 2. Put Ziegler in his place 3. All right. Let's go.
Those fields were born of a wild soul, still a fraction of a balanced whole.
Yes, I will definitely do that, Takami. As soon as you guys make this choice. Yeah, it's
It's got my heart in a memory state. Where must I fix my eyes to know that I'll be here to watch it fade, to watch it fade.
This is the This is the microphone though. Right here. This is the microphone that hooks into the Bose noise cancelers. Like these are the noise canceller headphones, see? But then this is the microphone that I bought that just plugs in. Like it's a little cheap little, phone mic type of thing. Yeah, I can, but the thing is that OBS is not rigged up to hear microphones from other settings. Right now it's picking up microphones from the webcam because I wanted to keep it simple. So tomorrow, like I say, I will change it up and I'll try to see if I can get it to receive signal from another microphone. My big challenge tonight was to get the the capture working properly. So clip on mic like a pro. So I'll do that. Like I say, I'll do that tomorrow. Thor, do you have a tasty Chipotle burrito every day? Not that I'm complaining. I think they're amazing. Okay. Education is critical to the robot's development. Graduate students always overestimate the degree to which teaching actually matters, says Professor Ziegler, who appears to have entered the machine shop behind you when you weren't looking. If the robot's smart, it'll learn no matter what, and if it's not, it won't. Professor Ziegler is a heavy-set man wearing a Hawaiian shirt and aviator sunglasses. He stalks over to your computer. "We'll be back in a moment," continues the interviewer. "We're talking with Professor..." Professor Ziegler pauses the podcast by hitting your laptop spacebar, and you flinch at this intrusion. He then pulls a cigar from his pocket and lights it, and the smell of smoke mingles with the oily smell of the machine shop. "I'm writing a grant for DARPA, and I need to see what you're making back here. We ultimately get funded by the Department of Defense, so we have to make sure they're happy with our product." He casts a critical eye on the work you've done so far. "This is a prototype, right?" he says. "You're going to build the final thing out of metal?" "Yes, sir, and I'm telling the truth." "Yes, sir, but I'm lying." "No, but we could certainly say it's a prototype in the grant." Or, "My robot is supposed to be a thing of beauty, not a tool of destruction." So, "Yes, sir, and I'm telling the truth." "Yes, sir, but I'm lying." "No, but we could certainly say it's a prototype in the grant." Or, "My robot is supposed to be a thing of beauty, not a tool of destruction." Let's wait for that poll and then see what you guys think. This is really interesting. I'm digging it.
New flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
The $5 lunch now with the jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger.
Yes, sire. I thought sire was deliberate. But our frickin' laser beams.
What a wreck of a day, what a wreck of a man I've become. And what a thing to say.
Frickin' laser
when I
beams.
said it, I
Yeah, those are
got
ads.
around.
Unfortunately, YouTube ads. On occasion.
I tried to divide myself by my desire. Follow a dream to its grave. But for all the intention to bury myself, I begged and I pleaded to stay.
You see whatever you have to in the grant application. It's funny, I was on a committee that was determining sort of internal research grants, and it was interesting kind of going through it, what it is that the committee values, like what the members of the committee were thinking about. And for some of the close ones, there was a lot of agonizing going on about what it is we ought to pay the most attention to, so it was kind of interesting.
Dog on a leash, I was sure I was born with the hound. 'Cause in all of the ways you bury yourself, the dogs dig you out of the ground.
Alright, last call.
Now awake in the day,
Problem is sitting under it.
sun in the Hawaiian sky. I'm sure
Freaking hotel desk, where if you get close enough you can actually get to the camera like this, you can't stretch out your legs.
only to find myself looking behind
Whoops, sorry.
at the life for which I had been bound. 'Cause in all the intentions to bury myself, I'm rising up out of the ground. Yes, in all of the ways
Yeah, it's a good question.
I bury myself.
I was saying that on the grant committee, it's interesting to see what people do, what people sort of pay attention to and value when they're making a decision about who gets a grant and who doesn't. Like, there was a lot of agonizing going on about sort of the basics, the ones that, like, the sort of, I shouldn't say the basics, there was a lot of agonizing going on about the close ones, the ones that were sort of, you know, we could go this way, we could go that way. What the sort of final decision was made on the basis of was, there's a lot going on there.
Your time starts
What's up, money?
each week. Show us your craftsmanship.
Oh no, 3 hours? That's insane.
So it's interesting to see it from the inside. Nope, you didn't.
Listen,
Okay, no it is.
But only one.
Okay.
A forged and fired
So, the answer is no, we could certainly say it's a prototype in the grant.
Mondays at 10.
Ha! True enough, Professor Ziegler says. I've trained you well. You were actually wondering when Professor Ziegler was going to start interacting with you, much less training you, but you don't say this. Professor Ziegler turns to examining your robot's head, which is currently sitting on the table next to the 3D printer. I'll get back to that in a minute, Bonjour. I said, well, what I said was we had to base it on different factors. There were a whole variety of different factors. But the point is looking at what each committee member sort of put as the most important thing, like whether it's supporting a junior researcher or whether it's supporting the sort of established person who has an established track record. That was interesting to see. There was a lot of sort of weighing of different factors against each other. So, yeah, I'll show you stats in just a sec. Professor Ziegler turns to examining your robot's head, which is currently sitting on the table next to the 3D printer. That seems all right, Ziegler says. Looks like it could be sufficiently intimidating. And what are you planning to do for arms and hands, Professor Ziegler says. So here are your choices. Yes, that's correct, Wonder. Well, I mean, at my university. I can't speak for everybody. But at my university, that's the case. Tyrannosaurus Rex is the most intimidating dinosaur imaginable, wasn't it? It will have T-Rex arms. It will have a gun for an arm like Mega Man. Mechanical grippers built for strength instead of dexterity. I was thinking sort of Swiss Army knife hands with tools that pop out of the fingers. I planned to build a soft hand with a good sense of touch. I was thinking, why just 2 arms? It will have lots of arms springing out of its back like Inspector Gadget. No, well, these are internal grants, Mr. Wonders, so we are the grant givers. St. John's is the grant givers. My university is the grant givers. So that's what I was talking about. I was sitting on a committee that determines who gets a series of internal grants from the university. That's what I'm saying. By the way, stats. 86% humanity. 24-year-old beef thundercake. Gender male, no fame, still no wealth, no romance. Our robot autonomy 4 buggy. Empathy non-existent. Military 1 buggy. Grace 6 in beta. So right now Grace is our dominant sort of thing. Autonomy second, then military, then empathy. And right now we have a good relationship with Professor Ziegler. 60%. Swiss Army Fingers so far is winning. A lot of good votes. A lot of good choices here. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that we didn't get more Mega Man gun arm. Pick gun arm because it's losing. Yeah, you missed it. Law had to come in here before, and Law had to come in here before and get a couple of the other mods, make them global mods of the bot. So he's added a couple more mods on. Using his power of mobile knowledge. Three votes for Swiss Army Fingers, 2 votes for Gun Arm, and 1 vote for T-Rex Arms. Alright, last call. No. No, I don't think so. It's cold in this. I'm gonna check and see what the temperature is while you guys decide. It's cold in this place. And it was freezing in here, and the reason is because it was the freaking thermostat was set at 67. 67 degrees Fahrenheit is way too cold. Kidding me? Turn that sucker up to 73. At home, we always keep our temperature at 74. Right? I was just like, that is cold. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Although low 70s, I don't know that I want it that cold. I think I like basically, I guess low 70s is good. Yeah, low 70s with like a little breeze. That's what I'm talking about. That's good stuff. Alright, Swiss Army fingers it is. Swiss Army fingers. I like it, Professor Ziegler says. It could repair other robots in the battlefield. Right, it'll have a screwdriver finger, a lock-picking finger, a mini USB port finger. You declined to mention the bottle opener, though you think that could be popular with soldiers too. Plus military. I hope it just got a military boost. Regardless, experience with a variety of different tools should prove useful in more than just military robots. You wonder if you could make a surgical robot with the same design, plus grace. We have a super graceful robot. Fine, Ziegler says, waving away further explanation. Carry on then. He turns to leave. I've got to go take a call from a New York Times reporter. Funny how journalists all copy each other's stories, but each garble the message in a unique way. He makes it to the door, then turns and says, "Oh, one more thing. Do you think your robot can be ready by tomorrow? Someone from the Air Force will be in town, and I told her your robot might be ready to show off by then." You feel your phone vibrating in your pocket. Bad timing. You resist the urge to check it while talking to your advisor. But it's probably someone with a better offer for what to do tonight. No, there's no way this robot will be done by tomorrow, sorry. The robot will be done, but a demo will be out of the question. We need to test first. Or, of course. So what's it going to be? No, there's no way this robot will be done by tomorrow, sorry. Robot will be done, but a demo will be out of the question. We need to test first, or of course. As an artist working for free, I'm obligated to choose one. Looks like Chad is pretty strongly going towards done but no demo. Yeah. I'm gonna last call it because I think Chad is pretty clear on this point. Okay. Done, but no demo. Professor Ziegler grudgingly nods. I can see the logic of that. Maybe we'll just send her a demo video, then it only has to work once. Professor Ziegler turns and walks out of the machine shop. You find yourself unclenching your hands. Who was calling you while Professor Ziegler was talking to you? Okay, who is it that was calling us? Ellie Lau, a user experience designer and supporter friend. Aiji Oamame, a manga artist and generally good guy. or my ambitious friend Josh Anderson, founder of the startup US Robots? What's it going to be? Ellie Lau, user experience designer and supportive friend, IGL Mommy, a manga artist and generally good guy, or my ambitious friend Josh Anderson, founder of the startup US Robots? Who's it going to be? Welcome back, game. Is that like the Kappa Pope? Capriest. Usar is defunct. It's a trap. It's a tarp. I just like the cool, like, different way of these choices. That's one of the things I really dig about it. Is like the choices are all about these sort of different parameters, not just like you're choosing the same kinds of things over and over again, but you're choosing very different sorts of, like you're having to make decisions on very different fields of endeavor, basically. Manga. Did I say manga? Manga. Oh, manga. A manga artist. Manga. Manga, manga, manga. AG? It's not IG? It's AG, really? Really? Okay. 3 votes for Ellie Lau, 2 votes for AG, and 1 vote for Jash Anderson. Good old Jash. I think we can all agree on how awesome Jash is, can't we? His name is Jash Anderson. Jash. Jash wearing some khakis. Put some khakis in the khakis. Jash. Wicked smart, Jash. Wicked smart. Okay, let's see, means A. Okay, AG, alright. Thanks for letting me know. AG. Last call. Dark, dark hours of night, I'll be the only one alone, I'll be the only one alone, I'll be the only one alone. Oh yeah, this is because I had a panel appearance tonight, Wonders, on actually games and narrative, which seems appropriate, at this conference I'm at. So I had a panel and then I had a reading, so that's why I had the dress up, and I didn't bother to, you know, sort of dress back down before I started streaming. And I just usually wear a hat when I stream, but this particular one is, you know, in honor of where I am, since I'm in Boston, one of my favorite places. Also, Ellie Lau it is. From the missed call, no, I didn't wear the hat in the panel, no. No, I did not wear the Red Sox hat with it, no. From the missed call, your phone is displaying Ellie's profile photo. It's a picture of Josh and Ellie from the Freshman Welcome Week dance 7 years ago. Ellie is wearing a red Chinese dress with gold trim, her long, straight black hair falling down to the epaulets. The flash is too bright in the picture, making Ellie's pale skin look washed out. Josh is wearing his usual gray hoodie, not having bothered to dress up for the dance, and his arm is around Ellie. What is the story behind that picture? I was in love with Josh's friend Ellie, but my students always came first in college. I was in love with Josh, but I never knew how to be more than a friend to him. I had agreed to be Josh's wing person at the dance, and that's where he met Ellie. I was testing a music recognition algorithm when those two started bothering me. That's troubling. So I was in love with Josh's friend Ellie, but my studies always came first in college. I was in love with Josh, but I never knew how to be more than a friend. I'd agreed to be Josh's wing person at the dance, and that's where he met Ellie. Or I was testing a music recognition algorithm when those two started bothering me. I'm gonna check it out, Jen.
Straight back to my darkest day when words rain down so hard. I must have fallen asleep riding on the train. I woke to find the dark rail. See, I never meant to come this far. I lost myself in it. I lost myself in night.
Wing person?
I don't know.
It's like a wingman, you know, but a wing person.
I don't know my heart at all. We includes all this history in a way. Still there's more you'd have me say. How love can be leashed. The doctor said would do you good. It drains your health away. I just never thought it'd be me blind. It's like it never even crossed my mind that I lost myself. Lost myself in it. I lost myself in it.
Always spends time at Wild Wings.
I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know my heart at all. Time's an easy thing to regret. As if you could have better.
Thanks for the message, Jen, and I will respond to it. I actually think I have an idea how to fix that. How to solve that problem. That's a good call, but I think I know how to solve it. And it's a good thing to bring up, like, now before it becomes an issue, so good call. Have you met Beef Thundercake? Yeah, it's a good call. I hadn't even thought about it, but you're right.
I lost myself and I lost myself. I lost myself in it. I lost myself and I don't know, 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 I don't know my heart at all.
You would think... I love... Is Beef Thundercake even a legitimate graduate student?
Audio Tree Live with Tall.
Yeah, exactly. See, there you go, Wonders. Is Beef Thundercake... I mean, Beef Thundercake sounds like some He-Man knockoff. Like, is that dude really going to be a graduate student in computer science? Or, like, whatever, robotics?
Never practiced piano when I was a boy, and I still ain't working to perfect guitar. I never read my lesson books like others did, the way they look in study halls while I mapped out the stars. So sometimes I forget to do the things that others do. Take it as it's handed like a hopeful kid in June. So sometimes I retract to the howling wind and moon. But I'll learn up there, I'll learn a thing or two.
Soon to be Dr. Beef Thundercake.
You know the bills I
Nice.
owe when overdue. And I swear the lost and
Okay,
found was my
and-
estate. When Uncle Sam
Was in love with Ellie. What's up, Moonlight Knight? That's a good name. Welcome into the stream. Alright, next time, Moonlight, if you want to vote, just type in !choose, and then type in the number of your choice, and it will register your vote. However, you register with everybody else anyway, so. It's in love with Josh Farnelli. My student studies always came first in college. Yes, you pined after Ellie in college, but knew that you would not have the time to pursue romance. Not while you were taking 5 classes, some of them graduate work. Plus grace, plus autonomy. That's us, guys. Autonomous and grace. What do we got? 78% humanity. Grace 9, autonomy 5, military 2. We have good relationships with Professor Ziegler, good with Ellie, and 50% with Josh. That photo is from one of the dances during freshman orientation before you had homework. You never went to another one. You continue to hope that someday your perseverance and dedication will pay off, but a little part of you still longs for Ellie. It's a part you fear, and even though she's working just an hour away in San Francisco, you haven't seen her much recently. You notice that Ellie also left you a text. Ellie wants to meet for dinner at a jazz and sushi place in San Francisco, which is about an hour north of you. She also has tickets to a rendition of the musical Pippin in which most of the characters are robots. Sounds like a date. That's a little terrifying. You text back, "Sounds great, see you then. Afraid I can't tonight, sorry. Busy tonight, but do you want to come by tomorrow to see the robot?" Or, "I don't reply, I prefer to pretend I missed the text." Alright guys, don't screw up the romance option. "Sounds great, see you then. Afraid I can't tonight, sorry. Busy tonight, but do you want to come by tomorrow to see the robot?" Or, "I don't reply, I prefer to pretend I missed the text." Codependent. No, it's not over, Reggie. We're still going, man. What's up? I feel like personally, first of all, if I were single and I liked Ellie, I would totally be like, "Sounds great, see you then." But if I was trying to avoid it, I'd like to think I wouldn't choose 4, but I feel like I probably would have at that same situation. In college, I think I would have just done the whole like, "Oh, sorry, I never actually heard from you." Like, it wasn't like my love life was spectacular in college to begin with, but I can't even imagine like what the texting thing would have done to it one way or the other. I think I probably grew up at just the right time.
Alright, we're gonna play 2 more songs for you guys.
Don't reply, make her work for Beef Thunder Cake. What's up, West River Rat? Hey, West River Rat, I owe you a poem. I owe you and Strike Ninja poem. I've written Strike's poem, but I haven't written your poem yet. So hang in there, West River. I'm going to get you your Patreon poem soon, sir. So poem for West River Rat and poem for Strike Ninja. That's cool. Thanks, dude. Good to see you, man. Alright, Sounds Great has 4 votes. Perhaps tomorrow come see the robot 3 votes. Afraid I Can't, Don't Reply, 1 vote. Alright, sounds but see, there we go. These people are like, I'm not gonna mess up my romance. It's all about Ellie. Butchering Rush on Rock Band. I have a funny Rock Band story. So I have a friend who I'm actually going to be seeing up here while I'm up in Boston, and we were playing Rock Band, the original Rock Band, and they have that Beastie Boys song. I forget what it is. It might actually be Robot something, but it's the, you guys know the song, "I can't stand it, you know I planned it, I don't remember what the heck the name of it was. But anyway, so my friend was like, he's like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." He's like, "I'll do the vocals." Now my friend is a nice guy, he cannot sing, okay? And I was like, "Dude, we're gonna get crushed if you try to go along with it." He's like, no, I got this. So, you know, so it starts out with Sabotage, yeah, thank you. So it starts out with a and he starts singing like this. "I can't stand it, I know you're planned it." And the vocals, like he was getting platinum ratings. Like everyone was like, perfect, because as you know, the actual song vocals are just as terrible. Like the actual song vocals, he's just like, "I can't stand it, I know you're planned it." It's not like he's singing well to begin with. So the game was like, good job. It's really funny. No, sleep till the... Ellie is hot, bro. Yeah, right? I couldn't believe it. I just watched it. It's just like platinum. I'm like, oh. Fools! Our robot! What's up, Top? Did you have any similar concerns with Talos Principle, Shadow? The music is out of control. What? I don't know, man. I mean, I It's barely on. It's super, super quiet now. If I turn it any quieter, it's not going to be able to be heard. Let me max out my mic. That's as high as I can go with a microphone. If I do any higher, I can't do any higher. Well, I could do like 4% higher, but it's going to clip. I Can Crush. You got another thing coming by Judas Priest. Okay, sounds great. See you then. Great, Ellie texts back. See you then. You spend the rest of the day drilling holes, polishing surfaces, cutting parts, and screwing things together. When you are done, your robot's body stands before you. A wooden-winged robot with a mast head and multi-tool hands. The whole thing is about 3 feet tall. Now it only needs a name. Okay, thanks, Tom. What will you name your robot? Oh, okay. What will you name your robot? Pickle, Curry, Miku, Sapling, Cuisinart, Kill-All, Ariel, Caliban, Famulus, Guardy-Loo. I'd prefer to come up with my own robot name. Yeah, and again, that's because of the microphone. Like I say, I'll fix this microphone situation tomorrow. I already fixed I fixed the stability of the stream is fixed, and I fixed the chat capture. So the last thing I have to fix is the microphone setup, which I will do. So, yeah, sorry, gent. Poor gentleman. Gentleman's working hard for his mod money, that hot mod money. He's working hard for that money. Can we get some love for gentleman typing out the stuff? Let's give some love to Gent. River. There we go. Pickle, Curry, Mike, Sapling, Cuisinart, Kill-All, Ariel, Caliban, Famulus, Guardy-Loo, and Custom. I actually kind of like Caliban. I like that you can choose Ariel or Caliban. If any of you have read The Tempest, you'll know why that's interesting. Ariel or Caliban, I like that. But I also kind of like Cuisinart. We kind of made him into a Cuisinart, didn't we? We sort of made him into a Cuisinart. We made him into a Swiss Army knife, right? Pickle in honor of whom? No, it's good info to sort of keep in mind. It's just I'm very happy that like the video is fairly stable, even though this isn't my good video. This isn't even my good webcam. And I'm glad that Arvbox made the journey. Now this is also wired internet because I was able to plug directly into the side, so as opposed to using the wireless internet. But still, you know. Caliban is I know, right, Jen? Caliban is one of the creatures that Prospero, who's the main character of The Tempest, Prospero's a magician who lands on this island and he ends up finding Caliban, who is the daughter of a witch, the son of a witch. And he's like this monstrous figure, and so Prospero basically enslaves him. And there's been a lot of critical study about who Caliban represents. Does he represent kind of the colonial, the people who were colonized by the colonial powers? Does he represent the sort of brutal part of ourselves? Who is Caliban? The best line, I think, in The Tempest, I shouldn't say that, the best line that Caliban has is the line where Prospero tells him, you know, you foul beast, I taught you to speak language, I taught you to speak. And Caliban says, aye, you taught me to speak, and my profit on it is, I know how to curse. Such a great line. Yeah, you taught me to speak, and what did I get from that? I learned how to speak. I learned how to curse. So good. No, it's not because my wireless at home sucked, although it is true I wasn't in a great wireless area in my house, but it's because of the, I'm telling you, it's because of the appear.in, man. Pickle. Wow, look at this. 3 votes for Pickle. 1 for Sapling, 1 for Cuisinart, 1 for Ariel, 1 for Caliban, 2 for Custom. That's from The Tempest. That's from The Tempest, a great play. A great play which I teach every Shakespeare course. Every Shakespeare course I have that I teach The Tempest. It's a great play. You taught me how to speak, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. Oh, Puck from Tempest. No problem. Okay, so pickle or custom?
Pedroia's World, presented by Salem 5 Bank.
What's my secret weapon? It's certainly not my size.
And it's not just raw ability.
It's something you can't measure in RBIs
Or account balances.
It's about giving your all every game
Every day.
and doing whatever it takes.
To get the job done.
I'm Dustin Pedroia, second baseman.
I'm Matt Taylor, Salem 5 Bank.
I don't have a secret weapon. I've got heart.
How does a bank have heart? Find out at salem5.com/Pedroia's World. Salem 5. Keep talking, we're listening.
Never practiced piano when I was bored, and I still ain't working to perfect the chord. Never read my lesson notes like
Yeah, we're back on to the normal one.
study hall before
Yep, Puck was Midsummer Night's Dream.
so sometimes I forget to
Puck was Midsummer Night's Dream, absolutely.
take it as it's
One of several fairies, actually, that Shakespeare played with. Puck, Ariel that I already mentioned, Caliban. And there were other fairy creatures and mystical creatures that he played with, although, I mean, actually, there's a bunch of fairies in Midsummer Night's Dream, so...
and I swear the lost and found is my estate. And Uncle Sam asked, where's my plate? I said, can you? He said, I'll wait. I ran away, I always run
Nice job, Shadow.
away. So sometimes I forget to do the things that others do. Take it as it's handed like some bourbon on the roof. So sometimes I'll be up and drunk, my problems on a few. But I'll learn a thing or two. And I tried to make it all seem by mistake. I didn't know the lengths I'd go, I'd go.
Okay, so far... What?
On the hill and built a cityscape. So while sometimes I forget to do the things that lovers do.
This is a little confusing. Do we have both bots up at the same time?
Tonight I'm sleeping through.
Am I missing that, or I'm a little confused?
I'll awaken from a dream cold and confused, but I'll learn again to fall in love with you. So sometimes I forget to do the things that lovers do. I'll learn again to fall in love with you. 'Cause I learn my way, I learn my way.
All right. All right.
Hold on a second. Technical problems. Technical problems, but we'll get them sorted out. Should I wait, Shadowed, or what? Home and fitness to answer polls from now on. Okay. Okay. Pickle or custom? Ooh, Banquo. That's a good one. So did you guys see that I just got a little notification that Twitch has added a pop-out function? Okay, sounds good. Sleep well, Jen. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for handling, holding down the fort for the first couple hours. I will see you tomorrow night, man. Good to see you, Jen. Yeah, the Twitch has added a pop-out function in the mobile app. So, Dane. But it's, yeah, so basically you're going to be able to pop out the Twitch app, I guess, like the Twitch thing, and then you can, like, do other stuff on your phone, but still have Twitch, like, in the background. I guess it's like a multi-window thing, so you can have it in one window and, like, then be doing something else on your phone. I don't know whether to think that's cool or dangerous. Thank you, sir. Yeah, and I have that. I have a Note. I have a Galaxy Note. So I know they've been doing multi-window. I just don't know why. Apparently it's like a new thing that Twitch could do it. I don't know. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is, same as I did the last time, I will handle this poll. Shadowed and other people can handle the other polls, but I'm going to handle this poll. So the first 4 nominations I see for names for the robot, I will just put in. Again, I reserve the right to veto the names if I don't like. So the first 4 valid names I will put in, and then we'll vote on those. So the first 4 nominated names that I see. And I will not accept Beef Thundercake for the robot. That's scary. I took the first 4. Lawkeeper Bot, Montesequitis. Montesequitis is quite something. Banquo, and then Robot. Monty's Aqua Day is. Ah. You choose 5. Oh, goodness. Trend was clear. Okay. So it is Lawkeeper Bot. Is Lawkeeper Bot correct? Yes. Now that Lawkeeper Bot has a body, it might be time to treat Lawkeeper Bot more like a person. With what pronouns will you refer to Lawkeeper Bot? So this one I'm going to hand over to one of my mods to do the poll. It is just fine. It's not human. I will refer to her as feminine. I will refer to him as masculine. I would prefer to use entirely new pronouns for robots. Re, rur, and rim. That's cool. So 4 choices, and I'll let one of the mods do this. It is just fine. It's not human. I will refer to her as feminine. I will refer to him as masculine, or I would prefer to use entirely new pronouns for robots. Re, rur, and rim. Thanks, Shadowed. I'm surprised you... Okay, there are a few people who choose 4. What's up, Inno? Good to see you, Inno. What's up, bro? I had a feeling that I thought people were going to choose go for 4, just because I was like, re, rur, and rim, dude. That's what it's all about. Welcome back, Inno. Welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome to everyone who's here. I hope you guys are having a good time on my portable cast. I'm very, very happy with the performance of RFbox. Only thing I need to fix is the microphone, is the mic setup, and I'll do that next time. But so far, this thing is performing like a champ. Temperatures are staying around 36, 37 degrees Celsius. Thing is running smooth. I dig it. You hate retroflex sounds? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Just thought it was an interesting idea. Wow. 5 votes for it, 2 votes for fem, or 4 votes for new. You're welcome for the help in picking the parts. Top, I already thanked... First of all, I already thanked you several times for the help that you gave. And it wasn't just you, by the way. There were a couple of other people also who thanked me. Yeah, thanks, Wonders. But I do appreciate it, Top. And I was able to... I did make some adjustments, of course, on my own accord. But all of people's help gave me some ideas. So I'm very pleased with how it's working. And the other thing that was cool was that I was able to... I did find my old Radeon 7700, which was the card I had in my game computer before I got my GTX 760. So plug that thing right in there and boom. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. Okay. Results are it. People shouldn't get too attached to robots, you reason. They're specifically built for tasks that people don't want to do, plus military. You look on Lawkeeper Bot's 3-foot-tall winged body with satisfaction. Now all it needs are motors and a mind. The motors will have to wait for tomorrow, but you've spent years in graduate school writing the code that would form this robot's mind. You can hardly wait to try it out. You take out your smartphone to check time. It's almost evening. You hurry home to prepare for your dinner with Ellie. A contemplative sax solo greets you as you open the door to Yoshi's. The place is a little cramped and very busy. A tiny jazz quartet is set up in the far corner of the restaurant. Piano, drum set, sax, and a petite Japanese woman in a kimono holding a mic but directing her attention to the soloist. Near the band, Ellie Lau is reading a book at her table. She's dyed her hair rose red. That's new. Her straight locks come down to her jaw. She has pale skin, but her eyes look pacific. She's wearing a black cardigan over a lavender top, a black and white checkered skirt, and leather shoes. Her book is titled The Design of Everyday Things, and its cover depicts a red teapot with its spout facing the same way as the handle. I was thinking the same thing, Bozora. You join her at the table. Hey. She looks up and smiles. Hey. She leans down to put her book in her purse. What have you been up to? Ellie asks. I've been working all day on a new robot, you reply. Just the frame's built right now, but I wish I'd had time to add motors and start its mind running today. I probably could have learned a lot from even this conversation. She casts you a skeptical look. What would you hope it to learn, exactly? The rhythm of normal social interaction? How to reconnect with an old friend? How not to talk to a girl? Negative examples are important. Alright, be careful. Tread carefully, chat. The rhythm of normal social interaction, how to reconnect with an old friend, or how not to talk to a girl, negative examples are important. Yeah, hold up, Rogan. You need to get the poll up. What's up, Ghost? Good to see you, man. Welcome to my, welcome to, the first official, I guess the other one is a test cast, but first official ARVBox cast, all the way from Boston, which so far is working out real well, except for the microphone setting, which I will fix tomorrow. Yes. Yes, Shadowed, you're right. I love Machinarium. That game was really good. I really liked that game. I had forgotten about that a little bit until you just brought it up. It was a good game. That is Wonders. That's Fast Car. It's a guy named Ryan Montbleau, or Montalbleau, B-L-E-A-U, who is a Boston, kind of a, he started in Boston, but he's kind of spread out a little bit. He's good friends with the Tall Heights guys, so they do a Fast Car cover. He's done one in studio with them, and they also do, sometimes when they appear live together, they usually do this song. Great song, Fast Car. Yes. Never ask her if she's pregnant. That's right. Okay. Negative reinforcement. She laughs. This is why I like you, that dry, techie humor. Do you want to come by tomorrow and see it after I power it on, you ask? It's going to be really cool. Ellie shrugs. Sure, sounds good. It is a Sunday tomorrow, after all, and I'm curious to see you interacting with one of your robots. You used to rave about them all the time, but I don't think I ever saw one. Ellie cocks her head to one side. What is it with you and robots, anyway? Haven't you ever wanted to change the world? I think I just find them comforting somehow, like very confused pets. Or I think you'll find I'm not the most introspective person in the world. There are your choices. Haven't you ever wanted to change the world? I think I find them comforting somehow, like very confused pets. Or I think you'll find I'm not the most introspective person in the world. That's funny, Wonders. Oh, we got 63% good with Ellie. One thing that really helped with this setup, by the way, I can't show it to you guys, but I have an HDMI cable that twists. So it twists without having to bend the cable. Basically, it's got like a jointed end on either side. That makes it super useful for a setup like this where there's not a lot of room. Alright, 5 votes for pets, 2 votes for change the world. Last call. And pets with wooden puppets. Ellie grins. I could say the same about you. She leans over and ruffles your hair. Don't ever do that again. I actually worked kind of hard on my hair for tonight. Thanks. Or ruffle her hair playfully. There we go. Don't ever do that again. I actually worked kind of hard on my hair for tonight. Thanks. Or ruffle her hair playfully. Oh, sorry, Rogan. It's okay. You still, pets would have still won, but sorry. I'm going to need to make an adjustment for Rogan time. It's Rogan time. Yeah, I agree, Beljar. There are a lot of bad options. Retaliate. Retaliate. Really, Shadowed? You must strike back? Oh god. You guys remember, if you've seen the movie War Games, where Matthew Broderick at the very end ruffles Dabney Coleman's hair? Just like... Retaliate. Respond backward. Alright, last call, last call. And close. Alright, ruffle the hair playfully. You fall into fits of giggling, trying to mess up each other's hair, until the waitress awkwardly approaches. Are you two ready to order? You've both hardly looked at the menu, so you have to tell the waitress to come back. The tastiest maki rolls look like they're named after jazz standards. When the waitress returns, you tell her you'll have the... I know I saw that, West River. You tell her you'll have the invitation, the don't get around much anymore, or the paper moon. Alright guys, what are you going to have? The invitation, the don't get around much anymore, or the paper moon? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Don't get around much anymore. And Paper Moon is, and it's only a paper moon coming over a paper sky. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Toot de Gama. I love how different these choices are. I love how you're making like choices on just vastly different fields of endeavor. I love it. It's not just like, do you want your robot to be big? Do you want it to be tall? Do you want to be, do you want the robot to be wood? Do you want it to be plastic? But there's different choices there, and then it's like, hey, what food did you order? Who was it you were talking to in the first place? Duke Ellington or Riot? There you go. Oops. Paper Moon, 4 votes, 2 votes for Don't Get Around Much Anymore, 1 for Invitation. Choose the Kuma-san Young Guy. Kuma-san Young Guy! Some young guy!
I wanna wait forever and go. I wanna gaze upon these fields from cloud to cloud. I wanna start off each day swimming. Meet me 18,000.
Oh, I remember that vaguely. Kuma-san Young Guy! Ask for real food. You know who's a big fan of sushi now is my daughter. Except that my daughter's version of sushi has no fish in it. Her sushi is like cucumbers, avocados, rice. I'm kind of like, well, she's not putting together like candy bars and ice cream. I mean, it's vegetable sushi. Can't really complain much about that. Okay, last call, last call. That's a California roll? But I don't think, doesn't California rolls have avocado in it? Don't California rolls have avocado in them? Because I like avocado a lot, but I don't remember if that's what it has or not. Minus the fake crab, yeah. Your daughter has the right of it. Yeah, she's, we were actually out, oh, no avocado, yeah. When we were out on, Statue of Liberty, on Liberty Island, this is about a week ago or so, when, her grandfather, my father-in-law, was in town. We actually, the cafe that they have out there, has some good stuff, so we ended up getting, they had a big 12-piece of sushi, vegetable sushi, like I described. She had all 12 pieces. She is a growing girl. She's getting tall. Tall, super fast. Yeah, there's cucumber, there's rice, obviously seaweed around the outside, but I don't remember what else is in it. Carrot, maybe? Cucumber and carrot? Might be it. Okay, Paper Moon it is. When the waitress leaves, Ellie says, "Paper Moon is such a cute song." She sings, "But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me." She considers you. "Doesn't surprise me. You're the sort of person who wants to make dreams real." "Thanks," you say. You're beginning to think she might like you. Like. Score! "So okay," she says, "let's say that you succeed. Robots are among us. What's good about that? What do you want them to do?" "They could do all kinds of things for us. Do the dishes, mow the lawn. I think it'd be interesting to have someone to talk to that isn't a human being. I wonder what they'd say. If I said, take over the world, would you think I was crazy? Or, I just want to make something beautiful." That's the smooth, I just want to make the world a more beautiful place. Colt 45. Works every time. Okay. "They could do all kinds of things for me. Do the dishes, mow the lawn." Okay, no problem, Rogan. "Think it'd be interesting to have someone to talk to that isn't a human being. I wonder what they'd say. If I said take over the world, would you think I was crazy? Or I just want to make something beautiful."
Don't I wanna dance all night to an old DJ? Take my tune, carry it. Spin me round, spin me round, spin me round, sweet chariot, swing low.
Let's see. What they'd say. World domination, beauty. Keep in mind, people, if you were doing a classic BioWare romance option choice, or if you were trying to be on Team Triss as opposed to Team Yennefer or whatever, keep in mind if Triss would be, if you know, you're like, Triss is like, you seem like such a good person. What do you think you'd do with the robots? Dominate the world. Like, if your first choice of things is to be like, exterminate, I think you get a problem, you know? Right, Press is talking about the singularity. I just want the dishes done. Team Siri. I can't, but it's too creepy, Wonders. I can't be Team Siri. She's like my daughter, man. I can't be Team Siri for Geralt, you know? Actually, I've heard a couple of people who were for Team Kara Metz. Team Kara had a few of those, too.
If you're running a small to mid-sized business, you're always looking for an edge. IT staff productivity.
But it's just funny to see it be that small.
You assume number 3 will be said facetiously. Just so you don't think he'd say it like this. If I said take over the world, would you think I was crazy? Team Philippa Eilhart, yeah. Father first? Creepy. I had to sacrifice my personal life for my daughter, yeah. Okay, I just want to make something beautiful. Ellie blinks. Huh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. You take out your smartphone, the one that's going to become Lawkeeper Bot's mind, and show Ellie pictures of the frame under construction. Check it out. You know, the more I look at it, the clearer it becomes that you have a really keen design sense, she says. I'm impressed. Thanks, you say. I think you're really going to do something amazing someday, she says. I know it. Cool, you say, grinning a little. The waitress brings your order of Paper Moon Maki and you dig in to eat. Yeah, no, I hear you, Wonders. Just then your phone buzzes. You're right, I am not a divorcee, but I certainly know many divorcee, but know many that are. Just then your phone buzzes. You take it out to glance at it. It's reporting malware on your phone's memory card. Is something wrong, Ellie asks. One sec. You quickly glance at the warning details. Apparently some kind of virus has decided to take control of your phone's microphone. It appears to be sending the packets of audio data somewhere. Huh, of all the times to get a security warning on your phone, who the heck would want to listen to your conversation? You really can't think of anyone. Power off the phone and don't worry about it. Ask to search Ellie's phone for evidence of similar malware, or just keep copies of the data as it transmits. It'll be useful for training Lawkeeper Bot. So power off the phone, don't worry about it. Ask to search Ellie's phone for evidence of similar malware, or just keep copies of the data as it transmits. It'll be useful for training Lawkeeper Bot. Robot lives. Leave it. Leave it. Slow down, lay down, go driving soon. I hear the water rushing down below. It doesn't matter now. Power off 3 votes, leave it 3 votes, search for 4 votes. This is close. This is close, guys. Very close call. Yep, no, fair enough. That was a great scene, too. Very close call. Four votes for search your phone, 4 votes for leave it. Alright. We have a tie that we have to break. Full top. Would have been overwhelmingly too. Alright, we need someone to break this tie, people. We need someone to break that tie. Break that tie. Man in the mirror. Break that tie. So far we've got 3 votes for power off, 4 votes for searching Ellie's phone for evidence, and 4 votes for Tiako Gray Bozra. You can switch yours from 1 to 2. So search her phone. Okay. So, since MDV is switching his vote, that means that we've got search her phone, is it? I'm sure this is going to go over well. Can I see your phone for a second, you ask? Ellie visibly tenses. Why? I just got a weird security warning. I thought maybe you'd see the same thing. Unlikely. Ellie shows you her phone. Apple? You show her yours. Android? Thought so. You grin. Likewise. You blurted that without really thinking about it. Of course Ellie would be an Apple user, and now you sort of regret it. Like maybe this is a thing that would come between you. The way people who owned GameCubes when you were young were just a little standoffish from the PlayStation owners and vice versa. You suppose you can insist on checking her phone for malware, but it might seem a little crazy at this point. Press to see Ellie's phone, stating that someone appears to be listening to the conversation. Just ask to see Ellie's phone again, but don't mention the audio recording part, or let it be. So press to see Ellie's phone, stating that someone appears to be listening to the conversation. Ask to see Ellie's phone again, but don't mention the audio recording part, or let it be. Give me the phone. Ellie's phone? Let it be. I like these summaries sometimes. It's a matter of us. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. No, I don't feel like getting the stream muted is the problem there. Wonders. My father used to have this thing where, you know, the part of the song where it goes na 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 Hey Jude in the Hey Jude song. My father used to swear that what they were saying was feeling good. Na 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 na, feeling good. It's like, it's Hey Jude, Dad, is the name of the song. He's like, no, 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 listen, na 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 na, feeling good. He's like, no, that's not, no. Yeah, no, for sure. Let her be, let her be. Oh my god, look at that. She reveals she's an Apple user and all of a sudden you guys are all down about it. You're like, what? No, give me the phone! Your Machinarium wreck? I did. No, I said I love Machinarium. Pour some sugar ramen in the name of love. I remember that commercial too, where they'd mess up the actual lyrics of these songs. No, I did. I told you I love Machinarium. For sure. Which is what you were asking, right? Oh, for background music. Ow. That's a good call. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I may do that. That's a good call. After this song. Oops, hold on. Alright, here we go. After this ad. Right after this ad concludes.
Start driving. This is L certified by Lexus. A collection of...
Never mind this silly thing with the ad. Alright, Machinarium. Oh, the dig, yeah. Okay, give me the phone. I hate to break it to you, but someone appears to be eavesdropping on our conversation, you tell Ellie. That's what my phone just reported. Ellie recoils. But why? I don't know, you say. Can you think of anything? Ellie shakes her head but says, Mom said she often thought people were following her around and asking her weird questions too, but I don't think she ever figured it out. She hands you her phone. Here, you can check if you want. You spend most of the rest of the meal downloading security apps, doing forensics, and reading random things about the state of spyware on the internet. You find some stories from a few years ago about the NSA spreading malware on millions of phones, but after the flap, people seem to have mostly forgotten about it. From your packet captures and the executable checksums in the phone, it looks like this malware is a variant on that spyware. Oh, that's gonna be awesome, Wonders. I think maybe this is government spyware, you say reluctantly. Oh, Ellie says doubtfully. She then forces a grin. Well then, let's give that poor NSA analyst a nice conversation to listen to. You laugh. All right. She's probably right. Now that you know the conversation is being tapped, you could chat about innocuous things and it won't matter much. But as you put your phone in your pocket, you power it down anyway. You continue the meal chatting about random topics and enjoying the food. Ellie talks about how it's difficult to meet new people after graduating from college. Since Ellie is half Asian, she runs into a surprising number of people doing online dating who are either Asian or white and can't accept that she's both. She looks to you meaningfully and appreciatively when she says this until you finally realize she might be dropping a hint. In college, you would never quite believe someone like Ellie would be interested in you, but apparently she is. Pippin turns out to be about the subject you've been thinking about the most lately, how to live an extraordinary life instead of an ordinary one. Ellie sold you on this particular production because the supporting cast, everyone but Pippin and the love interest, are all robots. You can see in the play's opening number that the robots are following pre-programmed steps and are not intelligent in themselves, but then that doesn't surprise you. In 2019, artificial intelligence is still mostly being used for handy websites and smartphone apps, not robots. The first song, Corner of the Sky, is about Pippin's feeling that he doesn't belong anywhere and wondering what the purpose of his life is. The robots, which look like imitations of Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet, are toiling in ordinary lives while Pippin sings about his wish for something better. This is called an I Wish song, Ellie whispers to you. I heard on This American Life that all musicals have to start with a song that is about what the protagonist longs for. It's like the unwritten rule of musicals. You think for a moment about what your I Wish song would be, and suddenly recall your conversation with the robot Statue of Liberty this morning. It was, perhaps, a peculiar sort of I Wish song. You think of Lawkeeper Bot's new frame you built today. You suppose whatever future that dream was hinting at, you still have a long way to go. You are startled to find that Ellie has taken hold of your hand. Squeeze her hand, quietly panic and don't react, or yank away your hand and let her know it's not like that. Suddenly got real. Shut up. Squeeze your hand, you dumb nut. Yeah, 3 is the oh god no. 3 is the forever alone response. That's what 3 is. Oh gosh. It's choice of robots. Chad is strongly in favor of this. Rogan's like, panic! It's funny. This is dating sim. Squeeze her hand it is. You squeeze her hand back and realize that, just like that, you're kind of a couple now. You had no idea it could be so easy. The play goes through a series of vignettes in which Pippin leads one lifestyle after another. He's not content to be a soldier, nor a king, nor a simple man in love. As Pippin sings about how he's going to leave the woman he met in the countryside to achieve something great, you think, he is right to leave a simple life to achieve something extraordinary. Or he is a fool to give up his love just because he has delusions of grandeur. Wow, so is he right to leave a simple life to achieve something extraordinary, or is he a fool to give up his love just because he has delusions of grandeur? Oh gosh, it's starting to fade a little bit. Dear diary, got a girlfriend. Had to sit through Pippin. Average day. Interesting, we had a lot of votes just there. Fool to give up love. Alright, let's put up a last call on that. I usually do the last calls quickly if it seems to me that Chad is very strongly in one way. Yeah, I know. I got to bed late last night though, Top, and I had to wake up early this morning, so I think I'm just feeling it. But in a minute I'm going to take a 5-minute break or so and then come back and we will keep on going. Okay. You resolve that you will not be like this self-involved protagonist. You will, above all, live a good life, and if it means not making it into the history books, well, they can talk about someone else for all you care. You're pleased to see that Pippin makes the same choice. Presented with a ring of fire to jump through to achieve greatness, he decides not to go through with it, and returns to his love. Isn't that the hero's journey, to come back to the place you knew and appreciated? Why not love your home from the beginning? But perhaps you're the sort of person who will get wrapped up in history whether you will it or not. Who knows? Since the evening is going well, Ellie asks to see more of your robots. But that would mean going back to my place, you say, and then you say, oh. You return to your apartment and flick on the light, somewhat embarrassed at the unmade bed and mess of clothes you left on the floor. I'm sorry you couldn't see my robot in action tonight, you say. Here, check this out. You show Ellie a little 8-legged robot with an old smartphone for a body. What is it with you and phone robots, Ellie asks. I know, right, Rogan? Well, I hate to throw out my old phone when my plan gives me a free one, you respond. The processor is usually still as powerful as the desktop from a few years ago, so I use my old phones for robots. This one does simultaneously localization and mapping, or SLAM for short. You power on the robot and let it go on your floor. It promptly starts ramming the trash can next to your bed. SLAM, you say, Ellie says, amused. It worked in college. Isn't it a little dark in here? Ellie says. She peers up at your fishbowl-shaped light fixture. I think one of the bulbs is out up there. She stands on a chair, quickly unscrews the light fixture and hands it to you. Indeed, one of the 2 light bulbs underneath is out. Thanks, you say, a little embarrassed. The light fixture is also hella dusty. You have another? She asks, unscrewing the dead bulb. No, you say, then an idea strikes you. I think pickles are luminescent when you electrify them. I saw it on the Discovery Channel once. I have one in my fridge. Ellie gives you a dubious, curious look. Come on, pickle. You're right, it's probably not bright enough for the robot. I'll ask my neighbors for a CFL bulb. Or we could just leave the lights off. So what's it going to be? Come on, pickle. you're right, it's not bright enough for the robot. Ask my neighbors for a CFL bulb, or just basically keep where you are. Head robot, don't go on the floor. Okay, as soon as this poll gets started, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break, and then I'll come back and we will wrap for another 40 minutes or so, 35, 40 minutes or so. There it is. Okay, so bear with me, and I'll get back at you guys in just a little bit. Hang tight. Okay. Alright. Okay, welcome back everyone. As I look for my break screen. Okay. So, looks like Oh Yeah is the winner. 3 is very strong. Wow. Oh yeah. What did you have in mind? Ellie says coyly. Kiss Ellie, then call it a night. Kiss Ellie, then see if things can go farther. Hug Ellie. Alright, so are you gonna kiss Ellie, then call it a night? Kiss Ellie, then see if things can go farther? Or are you gonna friend zone her? It's awfully late in the game to be friend zoning her, by the way. Can't hug. It should be further, but it actually says in the book farther, but yeah, it should be further actually. Abstain like a good Texan. Kiss Ellie, go farther. Go farther. I love Hug Dan's game. Vote abstain. You're being consistent here, Wonders. You're being consistent. It's about to get R-rated, I know, right? Last call on this. Last call. Boop. What's up, Optic? Do we have a stuffed unicorn? What's up, Squeaky? Which section was it? Yes. Kiss Ellie, go farther, is the will of chat. In the dark, you kiss Ellie. She enthusiastically returns the kiss. You start to remove her layers. She helps you. Her underthings are red, like her coat. What happens next we will not embarrass you with here. It is too sacred. You know already that you will carry scenes from this night with you for a long time, as examples of a time when you were absolutely without reservation happy. The fact that your happiness doesn't involve robots at all confuses and frightens you a little bit, but you feel your world getting just a little larger. Still, later, when Ellie is already asleep, your mind has already returned to Lawkeeper Bot. You'll have so much to show Ellie tomorrow. You can hardly wait. Chapter 2, Machine Learning. The next day, actually, let's take a look at stats so far. 82% humanity, gender male, fame who, wealth broke, romance Ellie. Lawkeeper vote, bot, autonomy 5 in beta, military 3, buggy, grace 9 in beta. Ellie, relationship with Ellie is great. Professor Ziegler good, 60%, Josh 50%. I know, right? Okay. I may not be able to get all of this done. We may have to continue this tomorrow. Because I don't think I can go for another, like, hour and a half or something like that. But we'll run for another half hour or so anyway, and we'll see how this goes. Not that this hasn't been fun, because it has been. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I am actually I think this is really cool. The next day you take Lawkeeper Bot's frame to the Stanford Hackerspace, which has more tools for electronics in the fabrication shop. Yeah, you only went a little bit farther with her than you did to the professor, I guess. None of the other students are around in the morning on a Sunday, but the long stainless steel workbenches are littered with their strange, half-finished projects. A half-disassembled Furby, a potato gun, a circuit board connected to a houseplant. Ellie knows you'll need a little time with the motors, so she is coming in later. You begin assembling the motors and wires that will power Lawkeeper Bot's frame. What will you use for a power source? A car battery. It's big and bulky, but also inexpensive and locally made. A motorcycle battery, not quite as bulky nor as powerful as the car battery. A biodiesel energy, good for the environment and everybody likes the smell of french fries. Cell phone batteries made in China, lightweight and cheap while providing reasonable power, clearly the best choice for a dexterous robot. Check that thermostat again, it's cold again. What's going on with this thermostat? Not. I thought that thermostat was cold again, but perhaps I am wrong. Oh, Beljora. God. What the hell's wrong with you? That's terrible. It's bad and you should feel bad. Central Air is not a valid poll option yet. It's bad and you should feel bad. Anywhere but New York City. Hey, what's up, Fury? How you doing, Fury? What's up, man? How you doing, Fury? Yeah, we're only here for about another half hour or so, it's right. Let's see, so far biodiesel engine is winning. Wonders. Biodiesel for 4 votes, cell phone 3 votes, car battery 2 votes, no one understands the motorbike battery. I don't really get it either. I understand. I'm only here for the soft pretzels. Nice. Okay, biodiesel engine it is. You're more environmentally and socially conscious than most inventors, ready to sacrifice some elegance in the name of saving the planet. You have your buckets full of leftover grease from nearby fast food restaurants all ready to go. People near a Lawkeeper bot will find the smell of McDonald's French fries strangely comforting, plus empathy. You'll need a lot of motors to be able to power your full robot. In addition to the motors it needs when it walks and the motors to power its multi-tool hands, it also needs motors for moving its head and eyes. But after speccing out the power available to you, you can still splurge by adding extra motors in one place. What will it be? Extra degrees of freedom in the face for realistic facial expressions, in Lawkeeper's multi-tool hands for fine manipulation, or I would prefer to save the power for Lawkeeper Bot's mind. Extra degrees of freedom in the face for realistic facial expressions, multi-tool hands for fine manipulation, or save the power for Lawkeeper Bot's mind. What's up, Ravina? Why I'm not at Comic-Con? Oh, because I'm at ReaderCon. I'm not at Comic-Con, I'm at the polar opposite of Comic-Con. ReaderCon is about as different from Comic-Con as you could get. So, yes. But also, ReaderCon is on the East Coast, Comic-Con is on the West Coast. There's an outside chance that I could be involved in New York City Comic-Con doing a panel, but there's no guarantee about that at all. How is it out there, Rovina? Is it fun? I'm going to be doing a Dragon Con in early September, late August, early September, and I've heard that it's nuts. I've heard that it's crazy. So have you found that to be the case out there? That because Comic-Con is like Dragon Con on steroids. All I get is great bits, so lame in comparison. It's pretty cool, though. I'm jealous that you get to see them before I do. You ran to Ryan Reynolds and Felicia Day. Nice. Oh, that's cool, though. Rovina, I'm giving you an assignment. The next time you run into some famous celebrity, Ryan Reynolds, Felicia Day, you need to accidentally drop the name Arvanauts. Okay, just get that through your mind. You're like, you know what I like here is the Arvanauts. Or be like, hey, you know what would be awesome, Felicia Day? If you happen to tweet, hashtag who are the Arvanauts. I'm just saying. Help a bro out. If you happen to see like Robert Downey Jr. and you're like, hey, would you mind retweeting hashtag who are the Arvanauts? I'm just saying. Yeah, I know she does, actually. I know she does. Okay, so we have 4 votes for multi-tool hands and 4 votes for mind. No, I know she does. So we'll need someone to break that tie, people. remember this song from Machinarium. You just break the tie by declaring it. Break the tie! Four votes for multi-tool hands, 4 votes. Ah, multi-tool hands. Alright, last call. You choose bow tie. Lawkeeper bot is obviously no Hoovian, indeed. Okay, multi-tool hands. You add several small motors to its thumbs and a couple motors to each finger. Now it should be able to thread the eye of a needle. Such a graceful robot. It's about lunchtime when Ellie enters the hackerspace wearing a red blouse and polka dot skirt fit for the summery weather outside. She's carrying a translucent blue container full of stuffed grape leaves, which she sets down on the countertop of half-finished projects. Hey, Beef. That name, though. Hey, Beef, she says. I thought you might have forgot about lunch, so I brought extra for you. She looks at Lawkeeper Bot's frame with interest. What are you working on, Ellie? You brought lunch for me? Thank you, shouldn't have. Hang on, I was in the middle of a thought. What are you working on, Ellie? You brought lunch for me, thank you, shouldn't have, or hang on, I was in the middle of a thought. Seems appropriate, Rowena. Damn, woman, I'm more than just my body part. What's up, Batty? How you doing, man? Thing is just running like a champ. What are you working on? Lunch, tanks! But my thought process. But my thought process. You figured you've done all you can do, Beljor, is that the idea? You don't want to live with her happily ever after? I thought that was the whole point. What are you working on? 4 votes. Lunch. Tanks. 3 votes. But my thought process. 2 votes. Okay. Let's call. Oh gosh. Twitch plays Robot Messiah. That's basically it, Rovina. That's basically it. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm having a great time with this. I'm just very sleepy. But we'll continue this. If we don't finish it, we'll continue this tomorrow before we move on to Hand of Fate. What we'll probably do is tomorrow we'll play more of this. And then I have the short story. I'm not going to read the short story tonight. But I will read it tomorrow. Because we will be getting started earlier than we did before. You want me to turn up the music? Okay. You don't want to overdo it, though. No, it's not. It's called Choice of Robots, but they don't have that in the Twitch game list. So I had a choice of either doing Choice of, like, Broadsides. I think that's what it was. Choice of Broadsides was one game that was listed, or a bunch of robot choices. So I chose Robot Messiah, figuring it seemed semi-close. Alright, what are you working on? She smiles, pleased that you should take an interest. I figured I could work on my own project while you work. I'm making a soil sensor. This Calathea ornata can get root-bound quickly, and it's finicky about its micronutrients. So this controller is going to do a little pressure sensing and a little nutrient sensing. It's easy to forget that Ellie also went to MIT, except when she reminds you like this. You didn't quite realize in gardening had its own technical jargon, and you're a little too embarrassed to admit that you don't know what root-bound means. Ellie examines Lawkeeper Bot's body. Is this for the military? Ellie asks. I know it looks that way, but that's not really what it's for. What choice do I have? Professor Ziegler is my advisor. I have to do what he says. I know you don't appreciate our armed forces, Ellie, but if this thing can die in a real human being's place, then it's all been worth it. Yes, as beautiful as the talons of a bird of prey. So I know it looks that way, it's not what it's for. Choice do I have? Advisor, I have to do what he says. I know you don't appreciate our armed forces, Ellie, but if this thing can die, it's all been worth it. Or, yes, as beautiful as the talons of a bird of prey. There is your choice, people. Beljora. What's wrong with the soil sensor? I can see getting behind a soil sensor. Not really. Forced to be so. It can die in place of a person. Death is beauty. Good thing we didn't give it Mega Man gun arms, I know, right? Can you imagine? He just walks up and he's doing this thing, you know, and it's just like... And when she gets close, all of a sudden you hear... And then you hear... Wow, you guys really are all over the place. Not really 3 votes. Forced to be so 2 votes. Die in place of a person 2 votes. Death is beauty 3 votes. Wow. You got ties all over the place. It's a howitzer used only for good, Thord. Dr. Thundercake is the true Dr. Light. Get equipped with item number 3. We need 2 more votes for a 4-way tie. That would be great. You have to do choose one. Oh gosh. Alright, not really 4 votes. Forced to be so 2 votes. Die in place of person 2 votes. Death is beauty 3 votes. Alright, last call.